So we're now done with the KC Card Ball Fest, and it's time to go into March's upcoming updates because we're kind of expecting a new DM character based on last year. We got Bakura, the year before was Duke. So this year could be Shardy, could be DSD Tristan, it could be anyone. Or we could get something out of left field, like the Rush Duel thing in the code. This year could be different. Let's see. Starting off with, first of all, the Duel Links Mission Research. Great, that's fun. Tour Guide GP though. Now we kind of knew this was coming because we got some skills leaked. We're getting the UR card for Tina Naga and the SI costume of Heritage, we'll talk about them in a minute. But also Tour Guide's Mission Bingo. So, but basically the two best campaigns are coming back, which is pretty cool. Then in mid-March is a brand new character. If you get any closer, you'll be burned by Inferno. Who could this be? It's such a niche quote that I'm not sure. Now we did have an ID leak for Quinton, Trey and Quattro's brother, so this could be him. I don't think it'd be Atticus. You know, Inferno kind of makes sense, right? Red Eyes Inferno Fire Blast, but I feel like if I'm putting it in Quinton's voice from the dub, this kind of sounds right. If I'm wrong, then sure, it might be confirmed by the Japanese side afterwards, right? Because their quotes are usually much more in line with what we get. But I'm gonna say Quinton for now. If it is, cool. If it's not, equally cool. The kind of problem is Quinton doesn't have much cards to give when his unlock comes, because his deck already was so tiny, and we've also already got 95% of it in game already. So maybe feels like wasted slot, but also it's a character we didn't exactly 100% know would be coming. It could have just been an NPC character, but if it's him, cool. And of course the brand new cards, first of all is Reptilian Naga, which is a very old card from Absolute Power Force back in 2009 I think it was. This is fine. Control by battle, and any card that battles it becomes 0 in the turn. So it's also got that Goblin Attack Force effect, kind of, but in reverse, which makes this way weaker if you don't have any way to kind of stop it. So maybe playing Reptilians with Mirror Force or something would be recommended, I guess. It seems like a cool card if we get more support. If we go and search Reptilian, right, I believe we have the new stuff, right? Yeah, we've got Lamia. Okay, so we've got Lamia, and we're missing... Okay, we're missing quite a few bits. So this could point to Reptilians in the box in March, right? Kind of, it could do, which I would not be against. That it would kind of also deconfirm the Misty would be coming, unless she is also in March's unlock, which would be very funny. But also, Symbols of Heritage. A Shadows of Infinity card, wow, 2006, 2007, I think. Very old GX card. It's not very good. You're not ever really running a deck where there's 3 cards, the same name, in your grave at the same time. It just doesn't happen anymore. This is just a very generic filler card. It's not very good. Moving on to the Tag Duel Tournament is coming with Moves of Rhythm and Spiderweb. So again, more of that 5Ds Insect Reptile support. Pretty cool, talk about that in a minute. Then we've got late March, a new duelist. Will it be a non-DM character out of left field? We have There Is No Hope, There Is Only Despair. So that can't be Tristan, unless it's Evil Tristan, which it won't be. This to me sounds like Aporia, not Aporia, Zone, from 5Ds, right? And will kind of make sense, given the whole Reptilian cards here. Having a 5Ds mini box in March would be very cool. Now, with Zone, kind of puts us at the end of 5Ds, right? We will get characters afterwards, right? But it does put us in that timeline, and also he does bring Time Lords, which in Duel Links, depending on the ones we get, can be very scary. If you play Master, or you play any events, you'll know they can be a bit of a pain in the ass if you can't deal with them. And so in Duel Links, with less zones, less life points, even more so, in my opinion, we'll have to wait and see. Is there anything else for the month? There is Mission Circuit. I know it's probably because they start afterwards, but you probably could have put that before that and had it been a bit more, exciting, right, to reveal. So we've got Moves of Rhythm, the String Jin. This card is very good. It basically gives you a Megamorph when your Jin attacks, which is fine. If you combine it with the other Jins, like if we go look for Jin cards, we've got one of them as a super rare, I believe, that Melody that makes attack twice. We of course got the best one, Maestroke, which is a good rank 4 target. Not the best target in the world, but still a decent target. You can technically put it on Gym Buster as well, beyond negate, which is also very cool. So, yeah, you can combine them together and get some big damage off, but it's still a rank 3 deck without much support to make them worthwhile, make them work, so yeah, okay. And Spiderweb from Starless Overdrive, a very old set, that's 2009 again. If it wants less attack, it's put defense mode in damage step, but it can't change its battle position until the end of its controller's next turn. That's not good, you know, in the metagame sense, not good. But it's not awful. I can see there being a really cheese combo with this at some point. Like, can you use this with Naga? I guess you can, because it would, like, work with this, right? A Spiderweb would overwrite the Naga's defense mode effect to attack mode. So I guess that's a cool combo. And I guess that would kind of confirm with Zone getting more of the Reptile cards. I can kind of see it. You know, 5D's mini box, but also his Zone is Quasar. Right? If we're going full on anime, then getting Quasar alongside Zone, whether it's via a skill or for the event only, because we know we're getting a new animation for Excel Synchro Summoning, so this does just make sense to kind of bring along and have in via the event, and possibly an event skill or a skill for an upgrade for use a skill would be very cool. Just to see in game. Will it be good? Probably not. You know, yes, it's a negate, but it's a negate that is a very high cost to get into, and yeah. It'd be cool though, you know, it'd be cool. This is a bit of a big change, right, for Duel Links, I guess, going away from a 2-year-old pattern of a DM character in March. So, could this be a sign of the next year being a bit different? Of course, with Rush Duel potentially coming, it could be. But also, I kind of find this interesting, is it's a very, like, get your fill of Duel Links month, right? You've got 3 of Duel Links' main events. Total GP, Title Tournament, and of course, actually, this one, I noticed this, work with your friends. So, Zone will be a raid duel, which makes sense, right? Aporia was Zone with its big Time Lords. They could do a cool thing where each of the Time Lords has different effects and different like animations and different conditions to beat him. That could be cool. They won't do though, because they've been getting kind of lazy with the events, but they could do, which is the important bit. But overall, a more exciting month for Duel Links than I was kind of expecting for March. Of course, we've got Shay's event coming on Monday, I think it is, and then the brand new main box of Raid Raptors and potential Crusaders, and maybe a smidgen of damage and support if the leaks are kind of working out to be where they fit. So, yeah, be a fun time next week. So let me know your thoughts down below on the brand new that's coming in March. Looking forward to it. I'll see you all in the next Duel Links video. See you then.